What up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing another movie magic video because my last one got a lot of views. I think it was like 220 something. Thank y'all for all the likes and support and stuff. So let's get started on another one titled Kill Bill Volume 1, which is also one of my favorite movies of all time. So without further ado, let's get started. Quentin Tarantino and Uma Thurman conceived the Bright character during the production of Tarantino's 1994 film Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill credits the Bright character to Q and U. Tarantino spent a year and a half writing the script while he was living in New York City in 2000 and 2001, spending time with Uma Thurman and her newborn daughter, Maya. Reuniting with the more mature Thurman, now a mother, influenced the way Tarantino wrote the Bright character. He didn't realize that her child could still be alive until the end of the writing process. Tarantino developed many of the Bright's char- characteristics for the character of Shosanna Dreyfus for his 2009 film *Inglourious Basterds*, which he worked on before Kill Bill. And the Dreyfus character was like an assassin, um, killing off Nazis, but he switched the role to for the Bride. As for Uma Thurman, she cited Clint Eastwood's performance as Blondie in the 1966 film *The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly* as an inspiration. In her words, Eastwood says almost nothing, but somehow managed to portray a whole character. As for the character Bill, Tarantino originally wrote the character for Warren Beatty, but as the character developed and the role required greater screen time and martial arts training, he rewrote it for David Carradine. Rest in peace. Beatty said he turned down the role as he did not want to be away from his family while shooting in China. Tarantino also considered Bruce Willis for the role. That would be interesting. He cast Daryl Hannah as Ellie Driver after seeing her performance in the television film First Target. The physical similarities between Thurman and Hannah inspired how he wrote the rivalry between the characters. Michelle Yeoh met with Tarantino about a role in the film. Ooh, that'd be interesting too, if she was cast. And Bruce Willis. An early draft included a chapter after the confrontation with Vernita, in which the bride has a gunfight with Gogo Yubari's vengeful sister Yuki. It was cut because it would have made the film overlong and added a $1 million to the budget. Unfortunately, Uma Thurman became pregnant as shooting was ready to begin. Tarantino had to delay the production, saying if Joseph von Sternberg is getting ready to make Marco and Marlene Dietrich gets pregnant, he waits for Dietrich. Principal photography began in 2002. Although the scenes are presented out of chronological order, the film was shot in sequence. The choreographer Yoon Woo Ping, whose credits include The Matrix, was the martial arts advisor. The anime sequence covering Orin Ishii's backstory was directed by Kazuto Nakawazi, and produced by Production IG, which had produced films including Ghost in the Shell and Blood the Last Vampire. The combined production lasted 155 days and had a budget of $55 million. Jeez. According to Tarantino, the most difficult part of making the film was trying to take myself to a different place as a filmmaker and throw my hat in the ring with other great action directors, as opposed to dialogue scenes he was most known for. The House of Blue Leaves sequence, in which the bride battles dozens of Yakuza soldiers, took 8 weeks to film, 6 weeks over the schedule. Tarantino wanted to create create one of the greatest, most exciting sequences in the history of cinema, which he did. It was really good. The crew eschewed computer-generated imagery in favor of practical effects used in the 1970s Chinese cinema, particularly by the director Cheng Chiu, including the use of fire extinguishers and condoms to create spurts of explosions of blood. Tarantino told his crew, "Let's pretend we're little kids and we're making a Super 8 movie in our backyard, and you don't have all this crap. How will you achieve this effect?" Ingenuity is important here. Near the end of filming, unfortunately, Thurman was injured in a crash while filming the scene where she drives to Bill. According to Thurman, she was uncomfortable driving and wanted a stunt driver to do it, but Tarantino assured her that it was safe to drive, and it ended up leading her to hit a tree and suffering some injury. But Tarantino was apologetic about it, but it made their relationship became bitter for years afterwards. Well, that's a wrap on today's video. I really appreciate if you like and subscribe, and comment down below which movie I should do next. See y'all later.